branded mixed with Sky Striker in 2025. Who would have thought? Two of the most popular Yu-Gi-Oh decks of all time, if not the two most popular aside from maybe Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, have now mixed together. And it's not just the main deck and the new cards. I have added in a ton of fusion cards. We have 2 Albion, 1 Albalenidus, Grura, and Mud Dragon. We have 5 fusion monsters in our extra deck. Spoiler alert. Yeah, we're running Super Poly. This is a very fusion heavy version of the deck. Super different. I think super different than anything I've really seen. Super fun as well. I've done a lot of testing with this deck and it's super powerful. Let's just go straight into the deck though, so I can show you exactly what I've been cooking up. So we're running the classic 3 Ray, 1 Rose, and then 1 Rhoda. Nothing really changes with that. We are running Pot of Desires, by the way, so there is a case to be made for a second Rose, but honestly, I want every draw to be as impactful as possible. We're not running any hand traps in this deck, by the way. Again, no hand traps, all board breakers. That's the only monsters we are running in the main deck. Then for the Sky Striker engine, we are running 3 Engage, 3 Widow Anchor, 3 Linkage, 1 Limnus Gate. That is changed from my previous videos. The very first time I was playtesting with it, I did notice sometimes it was a dead card in your hand, so we're finally able to cut it down to 1. I'm really happy with it, honestly. I do not ever really miss the second one. Then we're running 1 Hornet Drones. We replaced the second one with a Shark Cannon. I just feel like this card is much more ideal in the meta, as well as Multi-Roll. Again, not really the best cards, a little slow for 2025 Yu-Gi-Oh! But the recursion the Multi-Roll gets you, honestly, you can't really beat it. So this is pretty much it for the in-engine Sky Striker cards. Then we're running the new card that makes the deck super busted, 3 Radiant Typhoon. This is basically Pot of Greed, plus it fills our graveyard with 2 spell cards. Honestly, super powerful. It is the main reason why I've been primarily taking this deck to locals, playing it online. Might as well have Sky Striker in the name. I wish it was searchable. If it was searchable, honestly, that would be a game changer. I think that would make this deck a tier 1 deck if this card had Sky Striker and was searchable. But again, still super powerful. We draw enough where we see it enough times. Then the new additions to the deck, we are running 3 copies of the Fallen and Virtuous. In case you guys have been living under a rock and do not know what this card is, the branded structure deck just recently dropped, and this card was one of the main additions to the deck. Sorry for my lighting. I've been trying to record at night and honestly the lighting is pretty bad. It gets dark around here really early, so not the greatest lighting. But the card is basically a quick spell card, and it states send 1 monster that mentions Fallen of Albaze from your extra deck to the graveyard, then target 1 face-up card on the field and destroy it. So with this card, we're gonna go ahead and send our Albion to the graveyard. This card can help us dodge hand traps, plus put a spell in our graveyard, or it can just be a board breaker and pop one of our opponent's cards. But the reason it's so busted because when we send our Albion to the graveyard, Albion in the end phase is going to go ahead and set another one. So again, Sky Striker is not a win now deck. It's pretty much grind out your opponent for resources, destroy their boards, pick apart their board, and then pretty much hope that they don't survive. And with cards like this, being able to pop and destroy your opponent's field, and then be able to set another one, it's pretty much, it reminds me of when we used to run DPE in the deck. It's pretty much like that because you get a pop every turn pretty much. We're running 3 of them, and we have 3 cards that mention Fallen of Albaze. We have Albalenidus, the Abyss Dragon, and then 2 Albion the Branded Dragons. And honestly, you could be running 3 copies of Albion the Branded Dragon. I just put this one in here just to have something different, because basically when you use the 3rd one, you don't really need Albion's other effect to set another one, because you're not going to be able to set a 4th one from the deck. So you only really need 2 of them, but you do need 3 monsters that mention Fallen of Albaze in your extra deck. But yeah, super busted card. And again, it helps you grind out your opponent, helps you dodge hand traps, because you can do something like go into Kagari, use Kagari to grab and engage. They're going to go ahead and try an infinite permanence that. Then you can go ahead and from your hand, since it's a quick play spell, go ahead and chain that. You can pop your own Kagari, so that way the effect goes through. Then you're going to go ahead and send an Albion to the graveyard. And your Kagari's effect goes through, grabs your Engage from the graveyard. We get a spell in the graveyard. Then during the end phase, we can go ahead and set a Fallen of Albaze, another one. So again, super powerful, helps us dodge hand traps, helps us break boards. And the artwork is amazing. Honestly, one of the best artworks I've seen in a while. I just love the new artwork for the new branded card. Hopefully the lighting is picking it up. Again, super bad lighting on my end, I apologize. Then with the rest of the deck, we're running board breakers, of course. This is Sky Striker still. So we have 3 Forbidden Droplet. We're trying to run as many quick play spells, and then we're running 3 super poly as well. Again, my locals is full of blue eyes and branded players. I don't know about you guys, but they're everywhere. Dragon and light monsters, and now dragon and dark monsters, and just all of branded's cards are pretty much dark monsters and usually have the same type. So with our extra deck, super poly, super powerful into branded and blue eyes. Just a super powerful busted quick play spell card. Can't be reacted to. And again, it's a quick play spell, so even if it is a dead card, you can hopefully discard it and then draw 2 cards. So that's it for the quick play spells. Then we have 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Raigeki, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Triple Tactics Talon, and then 3 copies of Thrust. Again, the new artwork with the branded cards. I honestly prefer this artwork a lot more. It doesn't really feel like Thrust anymore, but it's still cool seeing the Tri Brigade cards on here. Yeah. So 3 copies of Thrust, and then to finish out our deck, our 40 cards, we have 3 copies of Desires. If you want to replace Desires with Upstart, you can go ahead and do that, or maybe 3 other board breakers. I just really like Desires. I know a lot of people hate this card. After picking apart your opponent's board and then being able to draw 2 after you've already gotten rows on the field, again, just super powerful, gets another spell. It can also be a pseudo starter when you have a dead hand as well. Then going over the extra deck, nothing's changed too much in regards to the links. 2-0, 3 Kagari. I have trimmed the fat a lot. We have 1 Shizuku, 1 Hayate, 1 Zeke, 1 Little Knight, and 1 Access Code. And that's pretty much it. That's it for the link monsters. It feels really weird, not gonna lie, running 10 link monsters. Still messing around with it. I would not say this is a perfect extra deck. Nor would I say it's the most competitive version of the deck. But again, it's super different, super out there, and Sky Striker being played in 2025, again, we're having fun with it. We're doing things different. Up to you guys what you want to play. If you want to throw in Typhon the Star Slayer, if you want to throw in Dark Charmer, more Sky Striker cards, really up to you guys. Play what you guys want to do. Play what you guys have fun playing. I really love this version of the deck, having these fusion monsters, and again, super poly targets, Garura and our Mud Dragon. Very popular extra deck monsters in regards to super poly. And then we have our 3 copies for our new Fallen of Albaze quick play spell. So one other thing I do want to go over, I did just notice that one of my most popular videos, it's actually a short, is my OTK video for Sky Striker. The new version of the OTK with this deck, now that we have Sky Striker Ace 0. But yeah, on a lot of my Sky Striker videos, I do get comments asking, how do you OTK? So I'm assuming a lot of people that watch the short don't watch my full videos. So I'm just gonna go ahead and post it right here. Again, if you want to see the 60-second version, I don't know if I can do it in 60 seconds. But basically, you're gonna want Sky Striker Ace Ray, and you're gonna want to blow up your opponent's board. So you're gonna need cards like the new Fallen and Virtuous, like Raigeki, like Lightning Storm. You're gonna want to blow up your opponent's board so they have an empty board. Then obviously we just need Sky Striker Ace Ray. So I'm gonna go ahead and normal summon Sky Striker Ace Ray. So Sky Striker Ace Ray is gonna go ahead and attack for 1,500 life points. So that goes from 8,000 to 6,500. Then we're gonna go ahead and use Ray's quick effect to go ahead and bounce itself. And that's gonna go into our new Sky Striker Ace 0 with a 2,000 attack. And then 0 is gonna go ahead and grab us our Sky Striker Mobilize linkage from our deck to our hand. Sky Striker Ace 0 is going to go ahead and then attack for 2,000 life points, going from 6,500 to 4,500 life points. Then we're going to go ahead and activate our quick play spell, Sky Striker Mobilize linkage from our hand. We're going to go ahead and send our Sky Striker Ace 0 to the graveyard. And that's going to go ahead and go into our Sky Striker Ace Kagari. And now, because we have a light and a dark monster, and thanks to our linkage, our Sky Striker Ace Kagari is going to go ahead and gain 1,000 attack. So it goes from 1,500 to 2,500. Then Kagari is going to go ahead and obviously grab our linkage from our graveyard back to our hand. And then again, with the light and dark now, in a 2,500 attack, we can go ahead and poke for 2,500, bringing the life points from 4,500 down to 2,000. Then we're gonna go ahead, utilize linkage once again, sending our Kagari to the graveyard. And then we can pretty much go into any of our link ones. We're gonna go ahead and go into Hayate. And Hayate, again, goes from 1,500 to 2,500 because of our light and dark monster in the graveyard and our linkage. And then we're gonna go ahead and attack for the final 2,500, pretty much killing our opponent with 1 turn. Of course, your opponent would have to have an empty board. So you're gonna need cards like Raigeki, like the Fallen and Virtuous, like Lightning Storm, to hopefully empty their board. And of course, attacking for 8,500 with all your monsters and cards like linkage and our Sky Striker A0 now being a light monster, being able to fill the graveyard. We no longer need rows. Sky Striker is so much fun, honestly. Picking apart your opponent's boards. If you guys are into Master Duel, we finally got the support on Master Duel as well, so I feel like this deck can gain a lot more popularity, because usually that's what happens. The deck gets popular on Master Duel, people want to play in the TCG. Unfortunately, we don't have the full access. However, it just was announced today that we're finally getting the cards, finally getting our missing links. It's going to be coming in March. I also think we're going to get a lot of reprints. So hopefully cards like Engage and Linkage, they're going to go from, I don't know, I feel like the last time I seen Engage was like a $10 card, dropped to maybe $5. They're going to go from those prices to hopefully less than $1, because that's usually what happens when structured decks come out. So just give it a couple more months, and this deck's going to be super budget. But I think that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys want to see more Sky Striker content, please leave a comment. As you guys know, channel was primarily Blue Eyes for the longest time, because the Blue Eyes players were the ones that showed up and left comments saying they wanted more content. So if you guys want more Sky Striker content, want to see more alterations to what I would think would be the most optimized competitive version of this deck, let me know with the branded cards. Let me know what you guys are interested in. But yeah, again, I think that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.